there, friends. Welcome back to my crafty space and welcome to another month working in my Summer Stories 2022 notebook. For those of you who are new here or new to this particular project, this is an album or a memory keeping project that I am completing in the Mochi Things notebook, which I'll provide a link to down in the post below. I have been working on documenting one story for almost every day of the summer. I do have all the way through the month of June planned out, printed out, and ready to go, and I've started to work on July stories as well. By the time this video comes out, it's very likely that I will be caught up in terms of my stories, one per day. For this story here, I am talking about a day trip that we took into the town of East Tawas, which is in northern Michigan. So for this one, I'm actually going to do a 2-page spread. One of them is going to be a full-page photo, which is one of my absolute favorite things to do. So here's my full-page photo. And the other side is going to be a combination of photos and journaling and stamping. When I am approaching these weekly spreads, what I like to do is to select 1 or 2 stamp sets that can help me tell the stories. This time I'm using the Everyday Explorers Places stamp set. This was part of a kit from the Mini Book Makers Club. I believe it was the very first kit that they ever released for that particular project. So I have this stamp called Places, and then I also like to select 2, sometimes 3, but generally 2 colored inks along with black that I can use to bring in more color. When I am deciding what ink colors I want to use, I generally look at my photos at what colors are strongest, what's coming out of the photos the most. This time around, it is definitely the blues. So I chose the Color Theory Something Blue ink color, and also this maroon kind of purpley red. Now I don't have anything that matches that color perfectly, but I do have this color, this purple. You know what? I've never even used, we'll open this up and use it together. And if this doesn't work, then I'll use maybe teal instead. But I'm hoping that this has some undertones that work with the purpley, pinky red of our clothes. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And then of course I have black. So this is Inky Black, Purple Rain, and Something Blue, all from Studio Calico's Color Theory line. This time around, I am doing another type of, a different variation, I guess I should say, on the design for the grid page. For this one, what I did is I printed out 2 square-ish photos that I'm going to use to cover the middle section of my layout. I did that for a couple of reasons. 1, because I wanted to have some slightly bigger photos, and 2, because I have a lot of stamping in here that I needed to cover up. So I thought this would be a fun way to go ahead and do that, is just to print some bigger photos. Then I've got one last photo from just eating some corn dogs to put down at the bottom, and some journaling, and then I'll add my title on top of that. So once I have my photos printed and placed where I want them to go, next what I'm going to do is eventually get this stamp set out of here, maybe. We're going to take the stamps and place them around where we want them to go. So here's what I've got. So I know for a fact that I want this here and now, plus this little label to go underneath it. This is going to go in this corner of my photo. A lot of this I pre-plan out, which you can see here on my planning sheet, so that when I get to this part, it's a lot easier to figure out where everything is supposed to go. This one, my title is going to say, Love This Place. This one I want to put, where are you? Maybe I should turn you around. Yes, this one is going to have my favorite on it. That one won't have anything. And then this, I wanted to put the bucket list on that photo. So a lot of stamping on photos this time around. Okay, I think that's all of them. So now I'm going to take my photos off of here, and let's start by stamping out my title. So I'm thinking I want this to be blue and the purple. So let's start with the purple, not the purple, the blue. And let's have it say, love this in blue. Okay, so love this. Try not to get my head too far in the way. Okay. And then place. I'm gonna try this purple. I'm gonna stamp it onto my planning sheet first so we can see how it looks. Cross your fingers for me that this is gonna work. Oh yeah. It's a little bit purpley, a little bit like bluish purple, but the blue tones are totally fine because my secondary color is blue, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna get my head in here so I can get this just right. So love this place. How fun is that? Okay. Wow. So I like to, as I am working on my pages, I like to clean off my stamps on a chamois right here, which is pretty dirty, and I probably need to go get it wet again. And then I also put them right back so that I don't lose any of the stamps. Okay, so this is the only thing that's going on here that is not stamped onto a photo. Let's go ahead and add my journaling right underneath. And we'll do the date stamp in black. Let's kind of keep these lids together with what they go with, right? Maybe I'll do that. Black, purple, blue. All right, so this was the 12th, June 12th, 2022. And that's kind of wonky there. So let me prop that underneath just to give me a solid space. Good and good. Okay. All right, so then I'm gonna set the book to the side while we work on stamping out the rest of this. So I'm pretty sure everything else, well, this can be stamped on sticker paper. Really, both of these can. This can be black, black. Let me grab my sticker paper, which I'm using some just white sticker paper. That's gonna allow me to add a bit more color. All right, so here and now is gonna go at the top of my photo. Okay, yeah, see, that looks so cool. And then underneath that, I wanna put this banner. So I think the banner I will stamp in purple on the sticker paper. Okay, so that'll be that. And that's going to be all the purple that I will stamp. So put the cap back on. Okay, and then while I have my sticker paper out, let's go ahead and do this little circle embellishment. This one I'm going to stamp in blue, bringing in those ink colors into some different spots just to give this a little bit of consistency across the layout. All right, we'll set that back to the side again. So that'll be that one, and that one, and that one. So this, I guess that's it for blue. This, I need the black. So this says my favorite. I'm gonna put this in black right down here in the corner. Could have even put it across the, well, that's okay. I actually kind of like it where it's at. I think that's good. Okay, so that is all of my stamping. So we can put the inks away and put the stamp away back into its little sleeve. Okay, now these I'm going to cut back out, and then let's bring back over the page here. So a couple of things. First, let's get some of this taped down. So we'll start with the corn dogs. Okay, so with the corners trimmed, the next thing I want to do here is grab my 1-inch punch to see, hopefully, if it'll make that little circle piece a bit easier to get out. I think it will. Oh yeah. Excellent. And then this, I want to write in East Tawas. Okay, and we can trim this out real quick, just leaving a little bit of a white border around the outside. Like so. All right, and then we can just stick it down. All right, so this one I wanted to put right here underneath the here and now sentiment, like that. And then this one that says on my bucket list, I wanted to put in the middle of the corn dogs. There we go. All right, friends, that is another layout done. So again, these come together really, really fast because it's just primarily focusing on the photos and adding in a little bit of stamping and a little bit of words. And I think that that's just so, so fun. Also, always and forever a fan of full page photos. In case you are wondering what I print this photo at in order to get it on the entire side, I believe I do have a full page template as part of the pack of templates for this notebook in Patreon, but you can also print it at 6 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall, and that will get you the full page for the notebook. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed this layout. I'll quickly read the journaling too. So this says, love this place. Visiting East Tawas was at the top of my travel bucket list for this vacation. We enjoyed the town so much. Between the playground, candy shop, and awesome murals, there was something for us all. So just some really quick journaling. I'll document more about this trip to East Tawas, just like I will document more about the beach and hanging out and playing games in my actual travel album. But I wanted these stories to have a home in this notebook as well. So just keeping the journaling really light for that purpose. All right, so for real, now I am done. I will be back again next week on Monday with the next layout inside of this notebook. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic week ahead, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, friends.